All right, guys, welcome back. Excuse me, welcome back. Today, we're going to talk about the shift from farm work and working in a workshop to life in the factories, which was not always good for people. So, let's get started. All right, so let's review some things. Where did people work before factories? Doing what? Well, for the most part, people worked on farms. Some people worked in workshops, which is like a small shop where you specialize in making things, but it's usually just you and maybe your family. What is a factory? A factory is a large building where people make things very quickly, often on an assembly line, with each person doing a specific job. How did Henry Ford create his factory to make it work so fast? Well, he had the thing called the assembly line. He perfected the assembly line and was able to create cars very quickly. And why did more people begin working in factories instead of home? Well, in factories, you could expect a steady paycheck every week, or in some cases, every day. When you're farming or have your own business, that's not the case. You may not be bringing in money all of the time. Now, again, workshops were ran by small business owners. They usually put out a smaller output. They can't do what factories do in creating things so quickly and as at a large quality. And it's a good thing for some people. It means you're in control of your own self. But like I said earlier, it's not as good for having a consistent form of income coming in every week. So a shift began to happen. People began to associate small businesses with the quality of goods produced. So just imagine, would you rather have a pair of shoes that I made or a pair of Nikes? Probably a pair of Nikes. We associate big businesses with good things. This started a decline in small businesses and craftsmanship. People like blacksmiths were going out of business, and big businesses, the laissez faire businesses, began to rise. What policy aided this? Again, laissez faire, free market economics. This also gave way to new technologies. This was a good thing. A lot of new technologies were created during this period, but again, it ran a lot of small people out of business. Now, factories are very good at producing. The goal is to produce more and more and make more money for the boss. There's little communication between the business and the industry themselves. The big boss, he sits up in his house and watches the money come in. It's also very structured and regimented. It's not like owning your own business. Everybody has their own job and everybody has to do it well. Now, back in the day, they were very strict on people. People worked 18-hour days sometimes, and children were working in the factories as well. So it's not a great place to be during the 1800s. Machines began to replace people as well, which ran some people out of the job. An example of this could be, in today's world, would be robots in factories. Now, factories, again, they had no rules and regulations. Look, you can see a child working in this factory. You can also see people working in a place where the machines could take your fingers off. There were long hours and little pay, and the government did nothing about it. And again, they also employed children, which is illegal today. All right, what's the impact of all this? Did the transition from workshops to factory increase or decrease the production of goods? It increased it dramatically. People were able to make things much faster. And did it increase or decrease hours? Oh, it increased hours. People were working many hours every day. That's it. You guys have a little bit more work to do on Canvas, and I'll see y'all tomorrow.